Grandma's time was tough, filled with hard work and limited resources, yet it taught valuable lessons about homemaking. Let's explore the simple, effective habits that help Grandma keep a clean, efficient, and welcoming home. By adopting these timeless habits, we can bring simplicity, efficiency, and frugality into our own lives. Cook from scratch every day. The basics in life will always take us to greater things. Now, you don't have to feel overwhelmed by the idea of cooking from scratch every day. This habit won't necessarily turn you into a professional chef, but you just need to know basic recipes that will keep your meals healthy and satisfying. Just like Grandma did, cooking from scratch means using simple, wholesome ingredients. The basics of cooking don't need a lot of fancy ingredients, just some fresh produce and pantry staples. Invest in a good set of pots and pans, and this will surely come in handy when you prepare meals. Remember how Grandma's kitchen always smelled amazing? She created delicious meals with what she had on hand. Cooking from scratch will save you from relying on expensive, processed foods. With basic cooking skills, you can save a lot by making their own meals from simple ingredients. Grandma knew that cooking from scratch was healthier and more economical. This habit is surely a must for frugal living. Hand washing dishes instead of using a dishwasher. One of the things people from my grandma's time learned is to hand wash their dishes. Times were hard, and families had to save every penny, so owning a dishwasher was rare. You might feel discouraged at the thought of hand-washing dishes, especially after a long day. Be patient and try to see this task in a positive light. Hand-washing dishes doesn't need much, just dish soap, a sponge, and a little effort. You can even make it a peaceful time, just like Grandma did. She knew that hand washing saved money and kept her dishes in good shape. Grandma turned it into a routine, finding small joys in the simple task. Over time, you'll find that hand washing dishes becomes part of your daily routine. This simple habit can greatly cut down on your household costs. Hand washing dishes is an easy and effective way to live frugally, just as Grandma showed us. Sweeping and mopping floors daily. During my grandma's time, it was all about keeping a clean home, and sweeping and mopping floors daily was essential. People back then took pride in their tidy homes, and it showed. This simple habit is one of the best ways to maintain a clean and healthy living space. You might think sweeping and mopping every day is too much work, but it's easier than you think. Just like Grandma did, start with a good broom and a sturdy mop. A quick daily sweep keeps dirt and dust at bay, while a daily mop ensures your floors stay sparkling clean. Using simple tools and a bit of effort, you can prevent the buildup of grime and dirt. Grandma's routine of sweeping and mopping daily is an effective, low-cost way to keep your home fresh and welcoming. Hand wash delicate items. Back in the day, people were used to making the most out of their clothing, and hand-washing delicate items was a common practice. Many now prefer machines, but hand-washing actually preserves fabric much longer. Although machines are convenient, hand-washing your delicate items saves you more in the long run. With gentle detergent and lukewarm water, your delicates will stay looking new. This simple, old-fashioned practice helps your clothes last longer, just as Grandma knew. Line drying clothes instead of using a dryer. How did people manage without modern dryers during my grandma's time? Back in the day, most families line dried their clothes. This habit might not work for everyone, but it's a great way to save money and energy. Line drying doesn't just save on electricity bills, it also helps your clothes last longer. When you line dry, you avoid the wear and tear caused by high heat dryers. Plus, there's something very satisfying about seeing freshly washed clothes fluttering in the breeze. Lastly, line drying feels more eco-friendly and rewarding than using a dryer. Stick to a strict budget. Budgeting was a huge part of my grandma's time, helping families manage their limited resources without falling into debt. People were very meticulous with their spending, carefully planning every purchase to make their money stretch. One frugal living idea you can adopt is creating and sticking to a strict budget. It doesn't take a lot to start budgeting effectively. Begin by tracking your income and expenses, then identify areas where you can cut back. If you enjoy dining out frequently, try cooking more meals at home to save money. The variations of budget plans you can find online are endless. So take a look at your finances and see where you can start saving today. Sticking to a budget is a practical way to manage your finances and live frugally, just as people did in Grandma's time. Budgeting is a foundational step in embracing a frugal lifestyle, regularly deep cleaning the entire house. Back in Grandma's time, a dirty home was considered a mortal sin, and regularly deep cleaning the entire house was a common practice. Take small steps to keep your home in top shape by being mindful of your cleaning routine. The small things matter, like wiping down surfaces, dusting regularly, and cleaning windows. A tip you can take home is to set a monthly schedule for deep cleaning different areas of your house. Start with the kitchen, then move on to the bathrooms, bedrooms, and living areas. This ensures that no part of your home is neglected. Consider using simple, homemade cleaning solutions like vinegar and baking soda, which are both effective and economical. Keep a stocked pantry. As there are many money-saving tips you can get from your kitchen, one great idea is to keep a stocked pantry. Most kitchens during Grandma's time had well-stocked pantries filled with essentials. This habit ensures you always have the basics on hand, reducing the need for last-minute trips to the store. By buying in bulk and storing staples like flour, sugar, and canned goods, you save money and time. You can also take advantage of sales and avoid paying full price. A well-stocked pantry helps you plan meals efficiently and ensures you are always prepared, just like in Grandma's kitchen. Rotating and flipping mattresses regularly. Wasting resources was a serious concern back in Grandma's time. Take a small step into preserving your furniture by being more mindful about rotating and flipping your mattresses regularly. The small things matter, like ensuring even wear, which can extend the life of your mattress and improve your sleep quality. A tip you can take home is to rotate your mattress every 3 months and flip it twice a year. This helps prevent sagging and maintains its shape. Just because you have a comfortable bed doesn't mean you should neglect its care. Learn to manage your mattress maintenance with these simple steps you can do at home. Grow and maintain a kitchen garden. Another kitchen tip we can learn from Grandma's time is to get into gardening. Back in those days, people kept food on the table with the produce they could grow themselves. Store-bought food was often scarce, so they became creative with what they could cultivate, like tomatoes, herbs, and leafy greens. Gardening not only provides fresh, homegrown produce, but also adds nutrients to your meals and ensures everything is all natural. Start by identifying the plants that grow well in your area and look for various recipes and benefits they offer. The most common ones are herbs, vegetables, and fruits. Teaching kids how to garden can also give them valuable skills and an appreciation for fresh food. Guidebooks and online resources can help you to get started on creating your own kitchen garden. This habit encourages creativity and ensures you have a steady supply of fresh ingredients, just like in Grandma's kitchen. Regularly oiling wooden furniture and cutting boards. As people did in Grandma's time, maintaining wooden furniture and cutting boards by regularly oiling them was essential. This practice keeps your items in excellent condition and saves money on replacements. If you have wooden furniture or cutting boards, it's important to oil them to prevent drying and cracking. Back then, people only used wood cutting boards. Unlike modern plastic cutting boards, which can release microplastics that are a health hazard, wooden boards are safer and more durable. Start by cleaning the surface thoroughly, then apply a food-safe mineral oil or specialized wood oil. Rub the oil into the wood with a cloth, making sure to cover all surfaces. Allow the oil to soak in, then wipe off any excess. This process helps to nourish the wood, keeping it moisturized and extending its lifespan. Plan meals a week in advance. One thing I learned from Grandma's time is the value of planning meals a week in advance. People back then didn't like to waste food or money. Planning meals ahead helps you make the most of what you have, reducing waste and saving money. Start by listing the meals for the week and checking what ingredients you already have. This way, you can buy only what you need. Limiting impulse purchases and using leftovers creatively will stretch your budget further. Begin with planning your main meals, then incorporate snacks and desserts. Meal planning is a great investment in both time and money, ensuring you always have a plan for daily use and reducing the stress of last-minute decisions. Using a compost pile for kitchen scraps. As people did in Grandma's time, they were very keen on using everything to the last drop. If you are guilty of throwing away kitchen scraps, you can remember the composting rule. You can start with vegetable peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, and fruit rinds. People don't realize how much valuable compost material they discard. Consider setting aside a bin for your kitchen scraps and just stick to composting what you actually need. People often start by composting simple items and gradually add more types of organic waste. Technology has evolved, and stores often sell compost bins and tools that let you manage your compost pile easily. These tools may not have been around in Grandma's time, but they're very useful if you want to make the most of your kitchen waste. Rise early to start your day. Lastly, my grandma has taught us the value of starting the day early. Back in her time, the days were filled with hard work and efficiency. People rose early to make the most of the daylight and get a head start on tasks. Waking up early was tough, but taught the importance of seizing the day. Keep track of your schedule in a planner or digital calendar and make waking up early a habit. Just as people managed their time wisely back then, you can use your mornings for productivity and self-care. Rising early isn't about sacrificing sleep. It's about using your time wisely and setting a positive tone for the day. Starting your day early ensures you have more time to achieve your goals and enjoy life. A timeless lesson from Grandma's era. For more content like this, click here to subscribe.